Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to take you through easy pose. Now, as you can see, easy pose is a seated pose. Now, depending on your school days, I know that when I was growing up and when we was in primary school, anytime we had assembly, it took place in the hall and we had to sit on the floor cross-legged. So that's very much easy pose within itself. However, I know there were times when it wasn't the most comfortable pose, and that is the same for other people because we are all different. And so this is, whilst it's got easy and it's meant to mean comfortable, Sukhasana, it actually isn't the most comfortable pose. And so I just want to give you some ideas as to some of the things that you might want to consider before you go into this pose. So number one, if you're comfortable sitting cross-legged, you can do so. Another option is to have your legs a bit more loose if that feels more comfortable. Alternatively, you can actually stretch your legs out as well. Now, the key thing within this pose is just to make sure that you're sitting upright and your back is straight. So imagine that someone's pulling a string from the top of your head. And another tip for this as well is just rolling your shoulders up and back to position yourself. Now, alternatively as well, you can also sit on your knees if you find that's more comfortable. The key thing with this pose and any yoga pose is to find what works best for you and your body. If something doesn't feel right, if it's uncomfortable, if there's any pain or discomfort, then do a variation that is more suitable to you and your body. Now, I just want to bring in some props here because also what you can do is you can sit on a block. So I'll just go to the side. So say, for example, if I'm sitting with my legs crossed, I might just have a block underneath my bum. And then also, if you don't have a block, especially if you're doing yoga from home, then another option is to grab a towel, grab a throw, whatever the case may be, and just fold that up and put that underneath, which may be more comfortable as well. If you decide to sit on your knees, then you can also fold that up underneath like so. So those are just some modifications and variations that you might want to take into consideration. Now, within easy seat, it's very much, I would say, like a still pose. So say, for example, if I'm going to open a practice and we're in easy seat, we're going to take a moment to just breathe and embrace what's taking place. And that may mean closing the eyes, lowering the gaze, or keeping the eyes open. Do the option that feels best for you. In terms of your hands, they can be at the front of your chest, palms pressed together. Or you may place your hands on your knees, rest them in your lap. Again, options, opportunities, do what feels best. Now, as well as easy seat, there are other variations that we can move into from here. So I just want to take you through a couple. So sitting upright in whatever option you have chosen is we can move side to side and stretch the right and the left side of the body. So if you bring your right hand, your palm to the ground, arm slightly bent, and then just lift your left arm overhead. And you can gaze down, you can gaze up. I wouldn't recommend over like so because it can crank the neck, but you can gaze down and up and just feel that stretch in the left side of the body. And then we just move over to the other side, doing exactly the same thing. And just breathe. Now, this is really nice in the morning or at the end of the night as well. So from here, we can also move into an easy seat revolving twist. So in order to do that, you just bring your left hand to your right knee and bring your right hand behind you. Now, your palm may rest on the ground. It may rest on your fingertips. You may want to bring a block into that to put your hand on as well, or, your folded towel, and that's fine. So starting off with your gaze ahead, straight, and then just start to turn your body to the right Remember to breathe, because as you turn, you might find that your breathing kind of changes. And then just feel that twist within the body. And you can stay here for as many breaths as you're comfortable with. And then before you come out of this, bring the gaze forward. Place the left hand back onto the left knee, and then you're back at the front. And then just do exactly the same thing on the other side as well. And just feel that twist in the body. So that's easy pose. And again, there are various options, variations, and props and modifications that you can bring into this as well. Now, the Sanskrit name, and I believe I mentioned it earlier, is Sukhasana. So Sukha meaning easy, comfortable. Again, depending on how you want to frame your legs, that might not be the case. So find the option that's best for you. And then asana is pose, and that relates to all yoga poses. So where in the Sanskrit name, it will end with asana in some way, shape or form. So I hope that you found this beneficial and it helps you on your yoga journey. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe, whatever feels best for you. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you in the next video. Thank you.